Hello and welcome. I think I finally have it working. 1 second. I'm tabbing in. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this recording works out at all. But we're here in Railroad Tycoon 3, an old classic game. I did a lot of work to get this thing running again. But I was just in the mood for a railroad game. And we're going to do a new scenario. And I think we're going to do Spanish Mainline. So this is an old railroad building game, but it's also a business simulator, and I think that this scenario here is actually exactly what I was looking for. So Alphonse Rothschild, basically we're going to be setting up Spain in this game. It's just us, like, connecting the country. And what's interesting about this railroad game versus, like, a lot of other ones is that... you can see the DG Voodoo. This is like kind of the emulator thing I needed. You can also make money not just by building railroads and connecting cities, and we're going to be playing in Spain, but you can also buy companies, and that's like super fun. So like, I'm going to get into that in a second. But all right, Spain, 100 years, story. Connect Madrid to Barcelona. So center of the country to the top right. Silver... meet the above condition, have industry profit. So that's why I wanted to play this scenario specifically, is we have 25 years to get $4 million in industry profits. And that's in 1800s dollars. And then all the above, $8 million in industry profit. So special conditions, after 5 years, we're going to be charged money back to the banks. At the end, we get a default of our charter, and if we default 6 times, we lose the game. So here we are in the map. We can rotate it, and basically you can zoom right in. You can see all these little towns and villages. This is Madrid. It's pretty big, and it has buildings in it and factories and people that live in houses. And what we're going to end up doing is creating a railroad company and kind of connecting up these cities. The size of the cities changes over the course of the game, but really it's the stars show you like how many people are living there. But what I find really interesting is there's this overview mode. So you can see that a lot of goods are flowing along this river into different places. So if we want to get in on some of this like industrial game, like that is a main line here where we know that goods are already flowing. And what they're struggling to do is like they can go along water faster than they can over land. So you can see there's even goods trying to come this way and through. And we can actually look at what this is, right? So this here was what? An iron mine, right? So go on to the iron. You can see that this is a production area. And there's a consumption area down here that wants a little bit of iron, presumably to make some tools, perhaps. 1 sec, it's a weapons manufacturing place. So you can see the weapons manufacturing place. I think there's a way of checking. See, it needs iron or steel and wood. And that company is going to try and work. And while this iron mine isn't being able to export to anybody, it's actually losing money. So right now, it's pretty early in the game, but if that continued to happen, we'd be able to buy it. I don't think we can buy it yet because I need to start a company. 1 sec. Starting a company. Grand Northern. No. We're going to be Tractor. No, actually, we're going to be the Mining Guild. I'm not sure that we're going to buy that iron mine, but we're going to be the Mining Guild. We're going to put in investment. We can have basically almost a 10-to-1 investment from outside. So player investment 150, and then others, blah, blah, blah. So that's our starting money for our company. And we own like 10% of it, and we're hired on as the CEO for it. And in this game, we can get independently wealthy in a bunch of things. And you can see right now we can only build in Spain. We can issue stock, buy back, change dividends, and all that other stuff. We're actually going to immediately change dividends to 0 because we're going to go pure growth, not pay out to our shareholders. And we're not going to go very aggressive in our personal financing because we want our company to grow as crazy as possible. So, like, There's also a lot of connections that are potential to be made, just like connecting small towns to each other and stuff. Let's go back to the industry. We just looked at one example, but like, is there coal? A little bit of coal up here going along this river. Mail, clothing. Clothing's being built. Basically, I think wool. Holy jeez. All the wool needs to get to the clothing area. That's why there's so much busy business here. And you can see that a little bit of it used to be going this way. Produce. So this river line here into Portugal is really like a hub of like economic activity. This main one here. It doesn't go into Madrid though. It's like a southern area and it kind of goes into these little towns. Interesting. Meat and nothing else really. So the biggest things are like the wool, the alcohol, and potentially the weapons, but there isn't much lumber. The lumber could get back up to that weapons mill. Or sorry, lumber. No one's building lumber. Oh, but it's being brought in through this port. The port is demanding clothing and supplying things. So let's we know that this area here has a lot of shipping happening. I'm wondering if it would be worth connecting these cities and then kind of going north. It's absolutely not where we need to be. Our mission is to connect Barcelona to Madrid, but we know we want to connect these locations. So let's go ahead. We're going to start by building some track, just single line track, and going into there. So we can see you can see like the elevation changes and stuff. So some spots here are in like red. Our trains would struggle for that. So let's go like kind of this way. And I think I have enough to do this. Hopefully we do. We're going to build a station. You know, we can build a station in here. We could build a bigger station, has better overlap. This is a really good spot for it, in fact. So we're starting in a weird spot. Bajos. Bio? I'm not sure. So we'll go this way, and then maybe build a train line right on through. So very expensive connection to start the game, with the fact that we had to build a train. But it's nice flat ground. That's now connected. We need to service, or we need to like provide water and servicing to our trains. So we're going to do that. And then here we're going to build a rail line going from one to the other. And you can see we have all these different trains we can pick from. This is the newest train here. Look at the different costs. Some of these are so cheap. Look at this, $30. 30 versus 100 versus 140. And then the maintenance, 9,885. So this is an ugly train too. So it has low passenger appeal. But honestly, we're just starting out. So I'm wondering if this could be good. How fast is this compared to that? This is so fast on 0 grade. And that's basically what we have. Do we go expensive? I don't think we do. I think we go DX goods. Ultra cool. We're going to get this train in the future, but for now, let's get a DX goods, really cheap old train, and it's now going to go back and forth, and right now it's moving clothing, because, remember, in this town, there are 2 textile mills. Now, we would love to buy one of these, but, oh, actually, we can. They're competing textile mills, though. We probably want to buy both, but I don't know. So are they the only textile mills? Let's check. Clothing. No, there are textile mills in the north. But they're going to become more profitable as we connect to places. So which one of these is doing better? This one made 173,000 last year. I mean, this one just seems to have had better access to goods. Let's check. They're both in range of our thing. So textile mill. So interesting. We're going to be making a portion of our money, not through rail lines, but through owning businesses, right? And our train is here taking off, and we can go very fast. You can see it's not a very great train or anything like that. It's coming through and stopping. And it's implied that there's siding along the track, so this train can chill out, basically. And if there's a second train that has to come by. So, and we're trying to sell as much of our textiles as we can, not carrying all that much. Now, just rule of thumb, like we can use this to see like how much would this connection cost? About 150 plus or minus the cost to build the station and stuff. So making money, $14 a track. And then this is also making money. In 1976, we can see that these businesses are actually doing better. And somehow this textile mill just has less access. So as it loses money, it's going to get worse and worse. Now, what we can also do is we can use our main man. Where is he? You. And we can... Oh, we don't have enough money to buy shares right now. Too bad. Because now we're going to go here and we're going to issue bonds. No, issue bonds is taking loans. We're going to issue stock. So this is going to dilute the value of our stock in the company. But by putting out 1,000 shares at $84, we're going to get 80K. And we can do that twice per year. But it devalues our stock. So it makes it, every time we do it, it becomes less and less worthwhile. But now, because we've issued more stock, we have more financial support. Let's, again, we could build straight through, but it looks like there's a lot of like oranges and red in here. And if we build to here, we kind of stay on the green. Can we get around this red at all? Kind of like this. And then right on through, baby. Very good. So now, again, we could probably get away with a little station on this one. And what is this? A tool and die shop. So this one needs iron or steel, but it's not going to get either. So now, what we'd like to do is this train line here. You have a third and a fourth stop. So you can see now it's going to go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, and then back. And that's going to be absolutely grand. And actually, yeah, let's watch this train. Little arrow here. We can look at it. Oh. Ah. Are we not looking at it? There we go. And then I wanted to lock on it. There we go. Woohoo! They're just chilling. It's not a very pretty train, and there isn't very many passengers on it. Lifetime, it's made us 38K, but we had to buy all the infrastructure to get it going too, right? So it's not... Building trains and operating them is not necessarily super profitable. And you can see that it also needs servicing and some other stuff like that. So until our network gets bigger, buying those industries is going to be pretty great. Now, we have a balance sheet here. Revenues, profit, miles hauled, revenue per load mile, average speed, 12 miles an hour. They loved it. We got a increase. And we can look here. Freight revenue is basically everything we're getting. Industry profits, massive. And what we have to remember is the express revenue is only like what the value of shipping the goods are. But for us, right, we're also giving this textile mill more to ship to. Because generally what happens as you play the game is, see, the value of clothing in these areas comes down because they've already been served with clothing. Whereas these places are still desperate to receive any of it. So we're going to try and bring our clothing all the way into Madrid. And we're going to hope that this business keeps losing money. Well, it's making some money. But We're going to hope it loses some, and then we're going to have both the mills. And then to make it even better and more profitable, we can make the price of cotton different. Right now, we're getting lots of cotton by virtue of this river being able to haul it in. But we should consider making it even better. We could go into this city here. But it's a little bit more rugged, the terrain. See this, like, kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. So for now, we have, like, a pretty smooth track up and into here. And I think that we want to go to Palencia. Though, we have to cross another river to do that. So we're looking at, like, $400,000 to $500,000, which is just not very doable. We could take loans. There was that button I had earlier, the issue bonds, but at a 7% prime, and then for us, underwriting fee goes up to 11 because of our double B status. We'll sit on that. Anything going on here? This week's sermon, the true church. A lot of houses, they consume random goods and stuff. Growing prosperity means that profits and revenues are going to come up. 750. You know what? Oh, no, it really wouldn't be worth it. I really want to buy this textile mill before it starts making a profit. Tool and die munitions have stopped accepting iron, so they need to accept steel now, which means that that poor iron mill, iron plant, is going to keep struggling because this is going to stop accepting it, and then now it needs to get all the way to Toledo. There are some things happening up here. And then these are the grades of our track, and then the busyness of it. Okay, I mean, train still going. This year we've lost money, but I think that's just because we haven't gotten a load yet to haul. It's servicing. Okay, well, there's nothing to haul. See, and that can be the problem when you're not on a good, like, industrial base. So we need to connect you to more things, or we need to buy more goods. Let's look at the goods overall. Definitely lots coming in this way and lots coming in through the south. I almost makes me want to build like a train line to here, but it doesn't make sense just yet. The river's really doing that for us. Same thing with this river. If anything, we would expect some of the goods to get collected in this city to get like last mile delivered by rail. But we'll see. Please pick something up, man. Somebody's got to ship something. It's a good thing we got that frickin' textile mill, or we'd be in big doo-doo. It's December. Let's wait till January. Once again, revenues are up. Income statement almost entirely from industry profits, which is awesome. So 280, whereas this one's only making, well, up to 90 now. It's really not worth investing in it. We need to get to a new city. And I think if we come in like this, I want it to be able to get out like one of these ways. I guess just coming into here is fine. And then a small little railway connection. All right, so our underutilized train, where are you? You. We need to get rid of this last stop. And what we're going to do is we're going to go here. There we go. So now we're going all the stops and then all the stops. And I'm very happy that I ran the just chillin' train here. This is the cheapest one we could have bought. And you know what we're going to do now? I forgot. I was going to do in December. We're going to go to our balance sheet and issue some more stock. The value of our company hasn't come up greatly, but still, getting another couple 100,000 is good. Almost 200,000 from that. And finally, we're hauling. This time we're hauling clothing, because it's probably going all the way north. Cuban revolt is at an end. Prime interest rates rise. Okay. Okay, we made some money dropping off some stuff. And now, once again, we're hauling a little bit closer. Slight little bit of money. And then again, the differential. Every leg of the journey is worth a little bit more money for us. And then big payout at the end because we brought clothes to a town that didn't have any. And that might actually bring up the revenues of this place here. It did a bit. I mean, it's only October, so we're basically on target. And then this guy has gotten better. Where can we connect to next? I mean, it's quite the journey. But we probably want to go to all the way up here, because that'll get us into Madrid and Toledo. Now, how much is that track kind of looking like? Oh my god, like 1,000, but only because it wants to build a bridge. But basically, yeah, 400. It's very rough terrain. What if... One sec. We can undo here in a second. So we do this turn, and then we can get to Madrid. But I mean, honestly, going along this side of the river is much better in terms of connectivity. Let's undo for now. I'm gonna leave those first pieces of track though, and yeah, that means that we'll connect over here this way. Though I think that getting to this town, I wonder if we can do it from this side of the river. We actually can. Is there anything here that we care for? Probably just this barracks, but the barracks wants alcohol, weapons, and ammunition, none of which are being made. If a war starts, sure, but a couple steel mills in Toledo, weapons factory up here that wants the steel. It also needs lumber, which can't get anywhere right now. And we can build, you know what we can do, actually? There are post offices. Doubles the length of time that mail will wait. Okay, no, we don't need that. We don't have hotels, restaurants, or taverns. But we can build mills and stuff. But there's no, yeah, there's no way of creating, like, resource generators. Now, is there produce? Yes, there is in here. Is there grain? Yes, there is up here. Because in either of those places, we could try and make alcohol. Looks like it's already being made here. What is that that's being used to make it? A distillery. And it's losing massive amounts of money because it needs fruit. But if they had built, stupid capitalists, if they had built a, the brewery, it would be able to use all that grain. Let's hit this. Grain. Yeah. So the grain does have things to do, but building a brewery in here would be great. Now, the problem with that is, well, there's a couple problems. One thing is that I think we need another water tower to service, but I'm not sure. If we're going to go this way, then maybe we'll just have it on this line. Like, it might be worth building in this town, is basically what I'm thinking. What is this? Tool and die. Tool and die. All these businesses are bad because there's no iron or steel. What about coal? Is coal on the board? Yes, and it's just about, it's reaching Madrid now. Okay. Income statement. Revenues are up. We can look over the last couple years. 320, 280. The freight got a little bit better with our investments. Track maintenance went up as well. The bottom line is kind of floating around that 200K. Now, what does it cost to build a new distillery, though? Like, I think it's like $2 million for a brewery. Yeah. So, absolutely not something we can afford to do right now. We need a couple more. We need next month to issue stock. We're shipping now a whole bunch of clothing. Love it. Look at that. We made tons of money, actually. And now we got passengers. Our first passengers. That's awesome. Yo. And then more passengers? Yeah. Now, the value of passengers ticks down over time if it takes a long time to get them to their like destination. I think we do need another servicing tower. No, I'm trying to save up our money, though. I can buy on margin. Don't want to do that. So let's issue stock 80K, 77K, 1,000 shares. I only have 21,000 in cash. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely not enough. Now, is there a way that, like, this is a better route? No, it's way up into the mountains. That's crazy. Yeah, no, we got to get to Madrid. And roughly, how much is it to get to Madrid? Like 800K. But we could get, like, here. And what about this textile mill? They're competing for resources with us. So yeah, see, now it's worth $200,000 more. I hate that. But I don't think it's worth taking a loan. I really don't. And we're making it more valuable by connecting it to other businesses. So now it's 9%. Okay. We'll do that, and we'll buy this. And now let's let it run. Because remember, for us, leader of the PRC, new leader of community independence movement, to do capitalists such as yourself with sympathize. Yeah. All right, well, consider advocating for them. Now, are you getting max 4 per year? I mean, this is not going to help us, but we'll go for the plight of the Cubans. Look surprised. Hey, we're advocating for the better treatment of people. Let's go. Now, we still have about 20 years to try and... Oh, boom times ahead. So, I don't know that these places are getting enough. Okay, actually, yeah, look, we have 13 wool. What does it cost to upgrade? 715K. Oh, my lord. But, look, it's right now we're producing max. I mean, actually, no, we shouldn't upgrade the other one because this one's now producing higher because they're both getting stuff. Oh, our stock split. Nice. That means that we're just a very valuable company. Revenues are going way up. We're making shirts. The mining guild has diversified into making shirts. Oh, it's so good. So good. Industry revenue. I mean, freight revenues are up too, which is just great. We should consider buying the wool. I mean, honestly, though, what... I mean, nobody's making goods. Where is the wool? Like you right here. And $30,000 in profits. Sure. We're going to buy up industries. Again, this is why I wanted to play specifically this game. Because I wanted to enjoy the business aspects. This one makes about 50,000, but it costs way more. It's February again. Can't, I don't know what month we did it last time. March, April. I mean, trains are making money. Oh, a dairy processor. Now, this is in France. And dairy processor takes milk, which exists, and makes a le fromage. So, very good. So, where this here, this costs about, how much did it say? $550. I don't know, like, our goal is to connect Madrid to Barcelona. But we're going to finance it using the shirt industry. Clothing does not have a super high value right now. Oh, September. Issue stock. Hell yeah. And what about our personal finances? Again, we have 37,000 on hand. It would cost 228 to purchase stock. We're not going to worry about our personal right now. We're just not that wealthy. Like, extremely wealthy considering the era. Not wealthy in terms of how wealthy you can get in this game. Sheep farm. Yep, we'll buy you. We're just buying, like, things that are basically guaranteed. We're buying the supply chain, right? And what we're going to do is, before we expand further east, we're going to buy up all these ones as well. Now, these are rival textile mills. Yeah. But they don't have any rail lines, right? Rothschild, yeah. So, let's check. Yeah. Profits are way up. Everybody loves it. Salaries going up. So 300K, 500K, 600K. Life is good. But look, all these places are going to start producing shirts, and they're going to saturate the market. Whoa, what is this? Somebody built another shirt factory over here. In Portugal. I hate the Portuguese. Alright, well, that's going to be crappy. Now, there's lots of wool that's already here. How many shirts are here, though? Not that many. So, if we could upgrade our textile mill, we would be well off. I don't think it's worth taking another loan to do it, though. June 1909. I mean, actually, it's like, but you have to pay the interest the whole time. It's a lot to be paying in interest. I mean, we're playing a train game here, and I literally connected just like some industrial crap. And again, I'm looking at like, how can we make even more shirts? Okay. This city here is offering cash money if people will connect to it. Good to know. We're making shirts and we're shipping them, making money. I want to make more shirts. Everybody out here loves shirts. I think September? No. Please, come on. It is also boom times, I think. So that's why everything's kind of going up as well. But upgrade. So now it can produce a ton A ton of shirts. So let's have a peek. It's 4.8. It's already outproduced any other year. And we remember, we got it like basically right before. Rothschild deducted our money. Income statement, industry profits. Now, we have a lot of money in industry profits. Lifetime, 2 million. So we're well on track with just this one industry that we've cornered the market on. Oh, train 1 is broken down. It's not going to be that long, is it? Okay. I mean, we have this little workhorse of a train, right? Like, clothing, here we go. Clothing is not worth that much right now in this area because we've really, you know, done whatever. But we get the cost difference every time. Gets tax reforms. Cool. Are we going to get good news from that? Thanks you for your support. Hopes QSC 30. Oh, cool. 2 credit ratings. That's pretty sick. What's our credit rating now? Triple A. That means we get prime rate, 6%. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. All right. We have cash money now, and it's time to expand. I love the smell of money in the morning. Yeah, I don't see a good way of getting down this hill, so coming along the river. Rivers are naturally flat terrain, just in real life as well as in the game. Now we can kind of cheese our way with a big station or medium station to connect to this city. We also probably want a servicing center here. And then Madrid and Toledo. I mean, we can connect to both, right? Like, and then Toledo, we probably want to cross the river to get into. Madrid, you deserve a big boy station. And now it's time for a train line going through here and back. And that can be the fancy new train, right? Ultra cool. Fuel economy below average. I love it. And I think we're also going to build a new train that will go from here to here. Let's go. That's going to be worth big money. All right, let's check this out. So now we've got multiple trains, and they are cruising. This one's going to have to pull over. There's implied siding. Got to refill the water and the sand. Now we're making train money. All the way to Madrid, baby. Oh, big cash, big cash. Now we're bringing passengers back. That's chilling. Okay, can we also please look at mail? So there is mail in and around these places. So what we'd like to do is perhaps start building out just one train to another. Okay. Some post offices are good in this area because we know that they're going to have that. Restaurants. are good for passenger travel. We know people are coming through here. And honestly, we just know. And taverns do especially well in cities where board their trains. Okay. So tavern here and tavern here. But we don't have good transfer for hotels. So that was some good investment in some infrastructure. We're going to see our money soar. Now this train here, can we upgrade it? Replace locomotive with a ultra cool. There's engine types. Holy jeez. Oh, that's for replacements. Okay. There we go. So brand new train for you. And it's got lots of clothing. Nice. So this is very good so far. Let's go and issue some more stock. And we're getting big money now. The value of our company has just like exploded with those high value loans that allowed us to really expand. Now this might not be as sexy, but it is a good place to have. Oh, we need 100K. I mean, you can tell already. This might be better suited for a train that has better, like, see this one here on higher percent grades. It has a better speed than the Sterling. All of these other tracks, we've been really good at keeping them flat. But we're going to need the different train up there in Toledo. And he might go Toledo to Darena. Economic boom is fading. And the Duke is going to cost 100. Oh, perfect. And he's going to start here and do this little triangle. Now, what about you over here? You're coming all the way 1, 2, 3, 4 along there. Okay. Furniture factory. I didn't actually see it. Furniture. Oh, down here in Seville. Okay, so things are going well. I think that we're going to build a hotel and a restaurant. Oh, nope. Can't build a restaurant. The hotel will do well because people will come in and stop for those transfers. And just like that, I think that, like, we'll have to look at our balance sheet the next time it comes up because I think we're doing pretty sexy here. You can see all the money coming in. They're not all full to the gills with stuff going on, but... Oh, you know what we actually do need is... Unfortunately, another maintenance and water bay for this train. Actually, there's one. It could have got it there. Whatever. A little redundancy is not too bad. But I guess I didn't need that. Now, Madrid needs to get to Barcelona. That needs to be like our next big thing. As much as I do want to just like connect these sheep farms for that passive income. Revenues, let's look at the income statement. Industry profits going all the way up. This is with all the addition of all those new facilities. Freight revenue kind of goes up and down. See, it's inconsistent. Especially because the boom times are over, so they come down. Express revenue, though, really coming up and making that happen for us. So overall, the revenue is about the same. Expenses are going up, though. And net profits come down. Track mileage, cash, very good. So we currently have 4 million. Okay. So we need to get up to 8 million in the next 15 years. And we're getting about 1 million per year. So we're totally fine there. Industry list. So we have a whole bunch of new new buildings that haven't really had a chance to make profit or not. But you can see, like, oh, baby. Good profit. Like, oh, because it's January 1st. Let's give things a chance to run. I mean, this sheep farm seems nice. But really, let's be real. The thing we have to do is get to Barcelona. So, Zaragoza, you're looking pretty clear. This 200k bonus for getting up into these areas here. But I don't really care for that stuff. They have a rival clothing factory in here. There's actually rival clothing all over the place now, but still, hey, look, Madrid, right? New locomotive. So this one's really, really good. Good price. Ugly. It's just an ugly train. If it wasn't for that, it's like so good. Oh, baby, look at that big money come in here. Train 3. Whew. So how much money are we talking to potentially connect? 2 million if we do with that. You know what? Let's start building. Starting to build when you can't actually make it is usually pretty bad use of your money. But because you have to pay the maintenance on that track, right? Whether you're using it or not. Okay, that was kind of bad. How are we going to connect to Zaragoza? It almost wants to build a frickin'... I think that we have the right line up. I think it's just a bad... a rough bit of terrain. So we're kind of trying to shoot this little ravine here. And we're either going to have to service it. It had a weird thing at the end there. I didn't like. We're either going to have to service it with that new, like the Duke or the new train. And I'm not sure which one's going to be better. Now, let's issue... the economy is slowing. Oh, no. Well, we're going to issue some stock. And now we're going to try and go downhill on the most gentle grade. Just gentle, gentle. Oh, it's so rough, the terrain. We're kind of finding a good way through here, though. I think this probably cost us more than... well, it doesn't cost us more than that initial thing to do it for like $2 million, $4 million building tunnel the whole way. But I'd understand why somebody might consider doing a tunnel the whole way. Because this is pretty nasty. But we're here now. We just need to get down and into it. See this big last dip here? That's going to make train lines so inefficient. Please let me do this. I mean, it's so expensive. I hate how this worked out. With that big dip at the end. I literally said I was going to try and do this ravine. Let's try and do that ravine now. Anyway. We'll take a little bit of nasty here. To lower the amount of nasty at the end. Even coming around the long way. Like, I'd rather take the long route and maintain speed of the trains, which lets you benefit from that top speed the whole length. So there we go. We've finally made it. Zaragoza, big, massive station. If we put in a maintenance facility, it should flatten it out. Oh, they just deducted our money. I need some cash, game. I need some cash. And really, this should just be closer to the station itself, but still, it messes with the elevation when you build it. Issue some stock. You can see our stock is worth less and less. Now, okay. We are ready to go. Build from you to here. Actually, I think the other way would be better. You to here. We're okay. Just, you know, having more cars. Duke Emmanuel. Yes. Nice. The king is dead. Ooh. And then, from our home base all the way there as well. Again, we'll allow up to 6 cars because it's a long distance. And Emmanuel Vitoro. Clothing. Let's go. Patronal law in full force in Cuba. Very cool. Election reform in Cuba. Very fun. Recession ahead. So profits are going up despite the economy going down. We're maintaining. Industry's coming down a bit. Freight is coming up, but then passengers down. Maintenance is higher. New trains. Net profits somehow went up. We're incredible. We're so good at this game. Train 3 is broken down. How dare you? Slavery abolished in Cuba. Very good. I mean, this is great. What a long line, though. Oh, baby. You know what we should do? Just in case something gets messed up. We don't want to get it twisted, right? Got to get that water line. Economy's back on track. All right. I want to buy more industry stuff, but I don't have to, right? We've already succeeded in getting the millions of industry profits that we needed. It's just going to be all about connecting. Replace with the Vitoro. And what about you? You made a ton of revenue, but it took so long to get there. I'm wondering if it's worth double tracking. Issue stock. No, can't do that. Because our trains do build up a good bunch of speed, but then they get cut off from each other in like those circumstances. It would be an expensive double track though. So I don't think it's worth it. The sidings are fine. Yeah, so how are we going to get through this part of Spain? I think we need to go just down through the river, but Barcelona is up and over this mountain. So maybe we just have to hit for the coast? Stop in Leilana. I don't think we have enough money to make it, but we got quite a bit now. Okay. $500 for that bridge crossing, but it's so effective. $300. And then down and in to Lida. Now, yeah, I don't know. What's going to be best? Like a massive tunnel? I don't know about that. But maybe it is good to have a tunnel. Either way, let's build a station Probably a medium one is good. This side of the track does need a maintenance shed. Oh god, that did a bad thing. That's so bad. Vittorio, Emmanuel, you're just the best train going right now. Everyone's loving the profits. They're going up. Did I not buy that train? There it is. With some passengers. All right. That's a nasty tunnel, but honestly, it could be the way. I would actually be okay if it wanted to tunnel harder. Stock market up 15%. Okay. Tunnels, common. $1 million here, $1 million here, but like this. I think that a new house got built. So $1 million there, or $1 million. I mean, I do want to go to this city, so let us. Can we issue a bond, perhaps? 7%, 7%, 7%. All right. I hate that we built uphill to get that track laid. What if we... Okay, what if we did this crap? No, it's fine. So very good. And we can basically get to Barcelona right away, but really does not like... Okay. We may as well get to Tarragona. I mean, I think we already have a train here, right? So that train can be extended. Where is ya? There we go. So now it's ready. Or wait, no. It needs to do the opposite. There we go. So that's now connected. Everyone's loving that. There will be a servicing thing right here. We should have all those like hotels and stuff in this town, but replace with the Vittorio. Actually, that one could have been the same train as it was the first time, but actually, it's I'm kind of happy that we went down here because from here we can almost certainly build a better track. I'm not sure that we can actually. Really does not like this bend. If we do this and then we delete these though, then we can probably build off of it. Nice. And then we're going over the hill. We did it. We did it. Oh my god, we did it. That's awesome. Money. Give us money, please. We can probably just ask the investors for money. This one can do a similar loop. Then electric plant in Mercia. Fun. Then you to here. Oh, gold. We just win. Woo! That was a satisfying. Look at us go. We did the thing. We are a cereal box. And with the mining guild, we have one number 1 rating, gold, medium, score 70. Oh, we didn't play on hard. Oh no, what a missed opportunity. Gee. I mean, honestly though, that was a good time. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this video. It's an hour long. It's like my other ones, but like, can we sell shirts in Spain? These kinds of we should have like named the company like freaking Sleeveless, because that was ballin'. That was the Sleeveless shirt company. Oh my god, that was a blast. I hope people enjoyed this stuff. Like, I love this kind of scenario, company, financial, balance sheet, stock issuing. It's fun with the scenarios you have to become like independently wealthy and stuff. But buying up businesses and then using infrastructure to make them more profitable and all this other stuff, I'm like, hell yeah. There's a capitalist deep down in me that's like, let's go, let's go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.